I should go.
See you later.
Let's talk about something else. Bye! I always do that. So I came in through that door, so let's leave through this one. Not that it matters. So we've been in here, we've had a lot of fun. Let me activate, please. There we go. Anyway. Caden. Did I go through here already? Whoa, this place looks cool. I'm gonna be hanging out in here. My locker. I recovered items from my locker. More number 2s. Anybody else here? Ooh, an aid station. Replenish my Medigel. Cool. Dr. Chakwas.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
Yeah, I need to tell my crew, because you're my crew now, and I'm going to be keeping you busy.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
And you've grown old doing so. Doesn't that suck?
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth, or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
That makes sense. For some reason, I feel compelled to ask you about Caden.
How well do you know the Lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
I know what an L2 is. I'm guessing it's the second rank of lieutenant. But just to make sure you know...
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants.
Guess
Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
So... complications. Is that what causes his headaches? Oh, that sucks for him.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Uh-huh. So you're telling me Caden could go batshit crazy at any moment?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I've got something to take care of here. Oh, I can't bring out my pistol. I was gonna go take care of that potential problem. You know, Caden. You know what? Now that I know a little bit more about you, I'm gonna ask you about this. This can't be that important. You're just slacking off, aren't you? You're pretending like you're working.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
You know what? The time... Isn't the time... Isn't it time to have a personal debriefing when I say it's the time to have a personal debriefing? What about Ashley? Isn't it time when I say it's time for us to have a personal chat? She said, we'll talk about it later. I need to get my duties done. Your duties are what I say your duties are. Anyway. Wait, I just went down there anyway. I'm trying to get over to the next place. Maybe I can use the star map now that I've talked to everybody.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Yeah, they're alright.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
That's right. So, other than your racism...
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Yeah, and how did... I asked you how you got here. I didn't ask you a damn thing about the Skillian ballroom blitz or whatever the hell you were talking about. How did you get here?
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Oh. So Anderson handpicked you. Well, that kind of changes things then. You've earned a lot of respect from me just for that.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
Okay, actually, I see where you're coming from there. I actually think we have something to prove as well. But I think if we're going to do something like that, we should do it alongside the other races. I don't think we're going to prove anything by taking care of this on our own. I think we could better prove it to the rest of the races. I think we could better prove to the rest of the races that we belong with them by working with them.
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are, allies can make you stronger.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
I gotcha.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Can I leave now? I mean, getting to know... Actually, I'm really glad I got to know the crew. It's just gonna make it all that harder on me when I make sure they die, though. Dang it.
Commander, something you need?
Can we leave?
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Interstellar travel. I feel like such a terrible captain. I honestly just like moved away from my helmsman and I like opened up this little book. It's like Spectres for Dummies, and I open it up and I start flipping through it and I'm like, basic controls, combat, tactics, getting better at being myself, wearing clothes, wearing shields, hacking for idiots, reading a map, the galaxy map. This looks like what I'm looking for. And I'm like looking over my shoulder, making sure nobody notices. The galaxy map can be found on the top level of the Normandy. Duh! To direct the ship to visit a new location, approach the holographic galaxy and press E. This is lying to me. This is totally lying to me. I don't get the open option. Presley, you're a navigator. Tell me what I'm doing. Do I have to approach it from here? Oh, you're kidding me. Whoa. And as soon as I get up to it, the game's like, ta-da! Good job, idiot! You figured it out! It plays this little tune. You leveled up! Hooray! You're so dumb! You could have left like an hour ago, but you decided to walk around antagonizing your crewmates. Fantastic. 2 points left. Intimidation and assault rifles. Wait, why is this blinking? Oh my god, amazing. Now maybe we can live. Right click to zoom out, left click to zoom in. Select a destination, and scan or land on a planet. The Citadel. Whoa. Holy crap, this is amazing. Widow? It's the Widow. Is this a Widow system? So my conversation options didn't lock me into a location. Oops. Right-clicked too many times, I guess. Serpent Nebula. The Ares dig site in Artemis Tau. That's where I said I was going. Novaria's closer. The Exodus cluster. I also have a little side quest in Argus Row. I've got a lot more reason to actually go out here, but that Argus Row thing has been sitting in my journal for a while. The Milky Way. Oh, this is all the Milky Way, really? Are these all real names in the Milky Way? I feel like I should know more about astronomy now than I do. Let's head here. You know, before we get started on anything really big, let's take my new captain ship out for a test drive. Now that I'm a Spectre, let's see how well I can handle myself on a side quest. Hydra. Well, that's the only place I can go. I'm assuming there are more than just one, but this is the only one I have unlocked. Thanks for the ride, Anderson. I'm so glad I'm not piloting this thing. We would have crashed right then and there. It would have been horrible. What am I doing in Argus Row again? None of these names sound familiar. And I can't open my journal from here, so that's cool. I wonder if I can right-click and actually leave at this particular point. Strange activity in the Hydra system on the Argus Row cluster. Okay. Oh, I'm in the Hydra system. Yeah, I'm in the Hydra system, and I don't have any specifics on where we're supposed to go, so let's start as far out as we can and work our way in, I suppose. Gas deposit surveyed. Scans from orbit have detected a large concentration of helium-3. Am I just scanning here? Is that all I'm doing?
Message coming in. Patching it through.
General distress call. The Sacred Angel medical transport. Critical system failure. Losing power. An emergency landing. Argos. Communications failing. Life support and emergency transponder. Won't last. Please hurry.
Well, I guess that's where we need to go. Warning, level 2 heat hazard. Medcos is a large terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Its hot surface is mainly composed of nickel, with deposits of potassium and heavy metals. It's inhospitable and dangerous, and expeditions must be well prepared to survive any length of time. With its high mass, heat-trapping clouds, and constant volcanic venting, Medcos seems well on its way to becoming a Venusian pressure cooker world. Okay. Venusian? I want to land there, but I think we need special outfits, like special upgrades for our suits, before we actually exit the ship. So who's coming along? It was a distress call. So we're gonna need lots of combat strength. That'll give us the most combat strength. But I don't want to be completely without tech. So let's balance it out with Rex and Garrus. Oh, hell yeah!